Kids and cadets, welcome back to Tommy Time. I had just removed this recoil from a 2011 Simpson powered machine with a Honda engine, GCV 160. It was a 2011. So what we're going to do is re-rope this thing with some Stens number 4 starter rope. It's a 1/8 inch diameter. So let's get busy with this project. I happen to have, coincidentally, another Simpson machine with the Honda GCV. The other machine's locked up, but the recoil is fine. It's the same recoil that's on the Simpson I'm working on. Gentleman dropped this off. Recoil rope broke. I fished this out of here. You can see the big break here on the end. So this is only a couple feet long and missing the handle here, so I have replacement handle for it. So this number 4 starter rope is similar in diameter to what came out of it. This black stripe is the original. This blue stripe is what I have from Stens. So that's just what Stens decided to use for their coloring. This is a Honda coloring on the bottom. So what I used the recoil from the frozen engine. I wanted to know how long I needed to cut my string, so I stretched this all the way out, and I've got 46 inches, and I marked a pink magic marker here. So I'm going to just bring it up to 48 and we'll cut it there, because I need to gobber up a big knot in this thing, and that's going to take a couple inches. I'll show you on this one that's from the frozen up engine. See the big gobbered up knot? It's probably tied a couple of times so it doesn't slip past through the handle. Same thing with this one. We're going to gobber it up so it doesn't pull back through. So I got a 10-pack of these handles from on AliExpress. So this comes in handy. People bring me a mower or a pressure washer in this situation. No handle, broken off string. I need a handle, so those replacements come in handy. The GCV 160 and the 135 have the same recoil. I just did an internet search. The GC 135 and 160, same recoil assembly. Also the generators, the EN 2000 and the 2500 generator. It's all these same short 46-inch rope pull cords. 4, 5, 6.5 horsepower engines is typically what you'll find these on. I just did a walk around of my to-do mowers, and you'll find these on Troy-Bilt's Honda powered, the TB130. I found a Husqvarna with the Honda Yardman and a Black Max. Those are some of the companies using the Honda GCV 160. But on the mower you'll have a longer rope because it's got to go up to the handle, and it's attached there. It won't be a little 4-foot rope. You don't pull it very long on a pressure washer. You will for a lawnmower. You'll have a longer rope. So what I've done is spun the inner recoil housing around as far as I could go, and this is a mark here I put with nail polish so I know where my hole is. So I kept going around, it got tight and it wouldn't let me go another 360, so I backed it off and stopped here. So you want the hole here to line up with the hole that it's going to be coming through. I just have a screwdriver put in there so this thing doesn't spring back to the dead position. So what I'm going to do is take the end that I've already burnt with a Bic lighter. So I burnt it up, otherwise it's got a big frayed end on it and it's hard to fish it through the little hole here. So once I burnt it, I took a razor and kind of cleaned it up and made a kind of pointy tip out of it so it's nice and hard. It'll fit through the hole here. I need to fish this through, tie a knot here on the end to keep it from coming through, as this other recoil shows. He's got one knot here to keep the rope bound. That's what we're going to do. So this is a cat and mouse game. You just got to keep fishing this string through. Kind of watch the hole here. Hopefully you can manipulate it through, which I just did. So I'm going to give myself some slack. Tie a knot in this. Like so. Kind of mimics the working recoil. I'm going to bring it down and tuck it into the little cavity there. That'll accept the knotted end of the rope. Now that the recoil rope is knotted, I can let this go and let it retract. So let's see where this thing ends up. I think I went past my pink mark, or maybe not. I'm looking for that pink mark. Okay, the pink mark's way down here, so that gives you a lot of tension on it. It could wrap itself around a couple more times if I let it, but I don't want to. I want to bring it back out to the pink mark, and I'm going to cut it up here. This is 46 inches, so I think 48, a whole 4 feet of rope should do it. So I'm going to put my screwdriver back in here to keep this thing from recoiling. Now I'm just going to get my razor and cut this up in this area. Thread my handle through and then just start tying a bunch of knots in this thing so it doesn't pull through. Feed it through. Something like that. I'm actually going to remove my screwdriver to give me a little bit of working space. Now I'm going to put it back in so it doesn't retract just yet. There we go. That gives me some space. Now I'm going to start goobering up some knots here so this thing doesn't pull through. Maybe start at my pink mark Then do another one. Oh yeah, that's goobered up. That's really goobered up good. So 2 knots, it's not going to feed itself through the hole. That's going to be perfect. It'll sit in there nicely. Give it a test, nice pull, tighten up that goobered up knot. Remove my little mini screwdriver. And there you go. You got a lot of tension on it. There's a lot of spring tension, so it's really pulling this thing back. Both my pawls are working. Give it a good brisk tug, and both of those white pawls popped out as they should. If there was one missing, then you would have an issue. You need to make sure both your white pawls are in place. That's as easy as it gets. You could repair your own Honda GCV 160 recoil. If not, they're 15 to 25 on the Big Jungle Company or Fleabay. But you can get your rope here. I think Home Depot sells rope, Ace Hardware, Lowe's, so you can buy a 4-foot section online for a couple of bucks, wait a few days, and do your own job. So there you have it. Nice spring action. There's a lot of spring action pulling this close. That's what we want. I think my customer will be happy. I'm going to go put this back on the Simpson, add some fuel to that tank, and see if it starts. He said it's been sitting for 3 years. Luckily, he didn't have fuel in the tank, so he's just getting around to messing with it now. That's it. Thanks for coming out. You guys are awesome. Let me show you all this junk, useless junk. That's about it. GCV 135 to 160 with the three hold down 10mm bolts. That's what it's going to do for you. Have a good day today.